Okay, I figured out what the issue was. For whatever reason, my microphone was muted in OBS. Not sure what the issue was. Okay. Um. So let me restart again. Since you could tell that I have not slept well because, well, not only that, but my hair's a mess, and I only just woke up. Like, I think I woke up like a half an hour ago. Nut jobs do that to you. Any case, so I'm about as surprised about the Japanese as you guys are. That they gave us the dev server. Now, there's good news and bad news about this. The good news is that, well, we have the dev server. Bad news is that my contact in Gaijin, I'm pretty sure, is on vacation right now. Therefore, he never sent me an email notifying that the dev server is going to come up today. On top of that, because he's on vacation, he can't provide me with any Golden Eagles, so I can research these vehicles. And on top of that, he didn't give me access to the Japanese CBT ahead of time. So all we can do is look at them, for the most part. It's really ridiculous. It's like, God damn it, Dennis! The one time I really need you, and you're gone. So what you're looking at is what you get. So as I said beforehand, so I've only got access to the reserves, really. And why don't I have access to the... I guess I don't have access to it because of the Japanese... Because I don't have access to the CBT. For fuck's sake. Anyway, so, if you don't get access to the CBT, what do you get? So, you get Hago, Igo, and Type 94. This you cannot research. Any of the Tier 2s you cannot research. I don't know if you can research these. I don't think you can. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, you cannot. So, these are the 3 vehicles you get. And that's it. Unless you've bought this or that. Which I didn't buy any of them because I was told, oh yeah, you're going to get access to the CBT, to the Japanese CBT. Still waiting on that one, Dennis. Still waiting. Anyway, so let's take a quick look at the Japanese tech tree. What do we got here? So we got Chiha, not particularly interesting. A little 57mm cannon. Oh my god, that ammunition is fucking horrible. 300 meters per second? Are you shitting me? 30 millimeters of penetration? This thing is hardly useful for... What? I'm pretty sure we can all agree this is going to be totally useless. Wow, this thing looks fucking weird. Hey, knee. Okay. Yeah, 0 armor. How many crew members? They managed to fit 3 in that thing? Okay. Let's see how this thing's performance is. Oh, well, still shit. 700 meters per second, that's pretty piss poor muzzle velocity for a 37mm. Alright, the Kami. Well, we already knew this was coming. Yeah, the performance increases almost nothing. 5.8 PHE. It looks like this one just has a higher muzzle velocity and how much explosive filler compared? It's exact same explosive filler. So all you're really getting with this shell is higher muzzle velocity and slightly less penetration for some reason. Okay. Which is still borderline useless. The only vehicle... Wait, let's check the Chiha Kai. That's more like it. Check our penetration. That's okay. 83 millimeters-ish. So, not bad. You can actually utilize this thing. However, look at the gun depression. 11 millimeters. That's quite impressive. What's the gun depression on this? -9. Wow, negative 15. Are you kidding me? Really? This thing gets 15 degrees of gun depression on this little thing. Jesus. Just occurred to me we never did look at the Argo Co. 15 degrees of gun depression as well. Look at that. That's insane. Actually, I need to test that. Because I can. This and the Hog Go are the only two vehicles I can test drive. Which really fucking sucks. Look at the last light tank. It has negative 20? Seriously? Okay. Alright, let's see here. Does it have... That's actually pretty good. Let's check how mobile this thing is. We've got the Japanese machine gun sound. Which seems deceptively powerful, but that machine gun in aircraft battles is just fucking useless. Look at the muzzle velocity! I'm sorry. Just look at how slow this shell travels. Watch this. I'm pretty sure I can throw a baseball like, harder than that. Like, what the fuck?
The enemy tank has been destroyed. Loaded! On target.
And you can't dent the side of a T-34. Fantastic.
We failed to acquire.
Oh my god. That's, yeah, 30 millimeters. I'm sorry. But 30 millimeters is useless against all but the most low-tier tanks. Thank God this thing's only 1.0. Jesus Christ. Let's see, let's check the Hog Go. A little bit better, but it's still pretty shit. Then again, we're not expecting that much from the Japanese light tanks. And they said check the last Japanese light tank. The Kami, 10 degrees. Which one are you referring to? And yes, the Japanese get 3 American vehicles: M24. SDF, M4A3 Sherman, SDF, and the M41A1, the good old Bulldog. Yeah, the whole row, I can't imagine. Okay. The whole row is by far the most powerful rank 1 vehicle in the game. Just out of the box. Just straight up, the most powerful. That's because you get a 150mm cannon. Like, what the flying fuck? Oh, man. Do you think Jap heavy tanks will be added? Yes, eventually. I'm legitimately disappointed that they aren't coming with the Japanese tech tree, but they only built a couple of them. So they built the OI and they built the Type 4 or 5 heavy. Anything more than that is, I'm pretty sure, is just speculation, unless Mai can show that some of these things were actually designed or something. And Gaijin has said in the past that they don't want to add vehicles that weren't built in iron unless a tech tree desperately needs it. So the OI, if it was going to be added, it would be about tier 3, and then you jump straight from tier 3 to tier 5 with the Type 4/5 heavy. Also, the fact that these guys are getting the Duster. Ugh, I hate this thing. absolutely despise it on the American tech tree. It is so bad. Like, you're better off taking the M19. I mean, really, the only thing that this gets over the M19 is slightly better mobility. That's it. That's all you get. In any case, let's look at some of these, let's look at some of the tier 2s. We've gotten through the tier 1s. And the whole row, by the way, actually, I didn't really look at the ammunition all that much. Look at the penetration you get on this thing. It's tier 1. And it gets an APHE round with 2.3 kilograms of explosives. That's 2,300 grams of explosive. This is the most powerful gun on any tier 1 tank. Hands down. Really, the major downside of the vehicle is that well, I can't really tell its mobility. It's only 15 tons, 150 horsepower. I can't imagine it's that quick. 5 degrees of gun depression, though, is pretty piss poor. But hell, you get a 150mm gun, so who gives a shit? Alright, so moving on. Let's check out the Honi 1. I did a decent talk about this, and look at that. Essentially a Japanese Chiha with just a gun shield and a 75mm cannon stuck in it. Let's check its ammunition types. Interesting, so it gets APHE, but it looks... I think they may have fucked that up. I'm pretty sure this is the only regular AP round with an explosive filler in it. Interesting. 67 grams. Penetration is meh, to say the least. Muzzle velocity is 668 meters per second. That's pretty low. And it looks like these guys are using the Tokoko rounds. Oh wait, no, never mind. Those were developed for the later version. Looks interesting. Armor is pretty much useless. Alright, Honi 3. Why does it only have 5 degrees of gun depression? Some bullshit right there. Historically, this thing could depress its gun to 15 degrees. There are drawings of it. Gaijin fix, please. Oh well. So, looks like you get the exact same shells. I guess really the only advantage that you get with this thing is, some sort of direct vision where is the direct vision periscope? Okay, yeah, there it is. So you get the direct vision periscope, because the Honi 1, let me pull that up real quick. The Honi 1 does not have a direct vision periscope. That, like, you're going to have to aim over the top of the vehicle, which is going to be a real pain in the ass in simulator battles. So Honi 3 will be a good improvement. At least in sim. In realistic or arcade, not really gonna matter. Alright, so we got the Nato. I was interested to see how this vehicle looks, and to be honest, it looks fucking silly. Not that that's a terrible thing, though. However, is it just me, or does it feel like this gun has no... is it set up so it can rotate? I mean, it looks to me, at first glance, it looks like the gun is sort of frozen in place and it has no horizontal traverse. It has a horizontal... turret rotation speed 3.6. But it has a high velocity Type 5 cannon. Let's check its ammunition. Oh, that's... I'm pretty sure that's a bug. I'm pretty sure that's a bug too. But okay. 145, that's more like it. And by the way, this thing is only 3.3. The Japanese tank destroyers only go up to 3.3 battle rating, at least in the regular tank destroyer line so far. So there are some big gaps in the tech tree here that we'll have to look into. So you got the Honi 1, the Honi 3, the Nato. Let's take a look at the SPAA. Passe. Looks like a K&E just with a turret with the 20mm autocannon. Cool. 23 degrees per second though on the turret rotation speed. That's pretty good. It's not fantastic for an SPAA vehicle, but it's not bad either. Oh yes, the good old Hawaii. Now let's double check those APHE rounds. Yep, there it is. 460 grams of explosive filler. Yeah, I'll get down to the tier 5s here in a moment. Let's see. HE. Wow, he has 500 grams of RDX explosive. 76 millimeters though. In testing, it's according to my website, it was 100 millimeters, so that's interesting. Even still, 76 millimeters of armor is pretty useless against anything but the longer ranges. Then again, the APHE rounds are not that much. Oh, and my game just minimized. Second. Okay. Armor. Pretty much non-existent. This is a tier 2, but it's a battle rating 2.0, so this is going to be facing really, really low tier vehicles, which it's going to absolutely destroy. This thing, I can easily see this thing being a bit of a seal clubber. And again, everything you see here is subject to change. I'm sure everybody's going to tell you that, so anything we see here, the battle ratings could change, the vehicles themselves, their statistics could change, that sort of thing. So, the Chi-Hei. So, what does this have again? I think it has a 47 millimeter. So essentially just a Chi-Ha, just modernized for production. 11 degrees of gun depression. That's still very good, but it's nowhere near what the reports say. The reports say this thing could depress its gun to 15 degrees, which was absolutely insane. So what's the Hawaii's? Only 8 degrees? Really? Okay. Then we got the Chi-Nu. Now the Japanese are talking. Hello there, Bernardo. Thank you, and I appreciate you watching live. Alright, so 10 degrees. Turret rotation? Oh my god! 3.6 degrees per second? Jesus Christ. Okay. Alrighty. And that is one hell of a rear ammo rack. Somebody's carrying full ammunition load, just shoot him in the turret and kaboom. Also, you've only got 50 millimeters of armor, and, well, let's just say that angling it is going to be a bit of a problem, because, you know what? 20 millimeters for the win on the side. You can penetrate the side of this thing with 50 cals. That's going to be, a bit of a problem. I'm not going to lie, I'm getting more and more concerned as I go down the tech tree here. Interesting how the LMG is set up like that. And notice they've got optics on the MG. That was known to have occurred. So Chi-Nu, let's take a look at his ammunition type real quick. Yeah, about what I expected. So, I mean, the best way I could describe the Chi-Nu right now is that it's going to be a much less powerful, Panzer IV F2, and a much taller vehicle too. Then again, until we can compare the vehicles side by side, it's going to be kind of difficult. All right, moving on to the good stuff. So as I said, they've got 3 American vehicles. They got the M24, the M4A3, and the M41A1. You guys already know what those are like. I don't need to show you those. The Chi-To. That is one hell of a cannon. Let's see here. APHE, 145, about what I expected. This is a 4.3 battle rating vehicle, so that's interesting. And by the way, I'll be playing a little bit later, Bernardo. For now, I'm just going through the tech tree, and then I'll figure something out. 75 millimeters of armor. Grand total 75 millimeters. This thing has the exact same battle rating as a KV-2, by the way. It's taken till now for the Japanese to actually get some half-decent armor on their tanks, which, even then, you can't really angle all that well unless you can cover up this sort of corner armor. Also, interesting how the turret is offset way to the left on the hull, or way to the right if you're looking at it from this direction. And it's got a single machine gun kind of pointing off to the back here. Let's check the turret interior. So we got ammunition on the side, ammunition in the turret bustle. That's one hell of an engine, though. Oh, that's cool. They actually list the horsepower now. Do that for the transmission? No. The engine model looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Alright. And now we got the Chi-Ri 2, which I mistakenly labeled as a heavy tank and got loads of shit for. Okay. A lot of people, I think, would compare this vehicle to sort of the Japanese King Tiger, I guess you could say. And there was also a myth that I sort of accidentally perpetuated that this vehicle would get an 88mm gun. That is a complete myth. The Chi-Ri was not ever mounted with an 88mm gun. It's just a mistake on my part. I think it's only APHE? Oh, they fucked up. Welcome to the dev server, people. Hang on a second. Hold up. Fire rate 18 shots per minute? Does this have an autoloader? You're fucking kidding me. 18 shots per... You're kidding me. This is an autoloader. Well, it's a semi-autoloader. A lot of ammunition. Oh yeah, and it also gets a 37mm coaxial gun down in the hull. GG. And I love how the ammunition rack here is not full. So not only does this thing get a 75mm autoloader with 18 shots per minute, granted that's not very much, but... Oh yeah, look at that. Reload rate 32.5, so it looks like you're going to be able to fire at least 4 rounds in rapid succession, and then you reload, and then you have a 32.5 second reload. That's going to be really cool. I'm down for that. I was really hoping that at some point we would get autoloaders, but that's really cool. It's also going to lead to some interesting dilemmas, because you can't switch, because you currently can't pull shells out of the breech and switch ammunition types. So, are you going to have to fire off your full magazine before you can actually reload to another shell? It's going to be interesting. Not the 75, it's the 25mm? No, it's not, because look, the 37mm has one shell. The 75mm has multiple shells loaded in here, and it has a 32.5 second reload. So, and it says 18 shots per minute. And here's the thing, they give statistics for the largest caliber gun on vehicles. For the lower end statistics, they don't really talk about it. That's really cool. If this thing gets an autoloader, that's going to be a game changer. And it's going to make that vehicle quite devastating at its tier. 5.0 is a pretty decent tier for that vehicle. Alright, so getting into some of the other stuff. We'll get to the Type 60. I know. I've taken a look at it beforehand, before I started the stream. STA-1. Let's check its ammo types. So M318, useless. M82, useful. And you get the first heat round. Okay. And this is a 6.7. Check its armor. 75mm. You can angle this tank and probably get some lucky bounces occasionally. Occasionally. Although, because of the way the engine comes up here in the back, you may have some issues. 9 degrees of gun depression, 19 degrees of elevation, that's okay. Engine model looks pretty dang cool. Oh my god, look at that ammo rack. It's like... I what was the point of this? Alright, people, it looks like you're looking at a walking ammo rack, so it's gonna be kind of like a high-tier vehicle, so if you shoot the right-hand side, you blow up the ammo rack, you shoot the left-hand side, you take out the crew. Seems legit. And not quite yet. STA-2. Same layout for the most part. Does this thing get the... no. It's just a slightly different hull shape. I'd say that this one's way better protected, though. Especially up here. Although the turret armor leaves much to be desired. Then again, it's a tiny turret. Look at that. That is ridiculously small. The fact that they even managed to get the gun breech in there. Look at that! This loader has no room. When this cannon breech recoils, it's going to take out his shoulder. Jesus. Talk about being cramped. If you're claustrophobic, you do not want to be in one of these turrets. Okay. And the good old Type 61. This is going to be a 7.3 battle rating, apparently. It must get the later... Yep, it gets the later tier APHE rounds, so that's good. Although 7.3? I don't know about that. I'd much rather see this thing at 7.0, personally. Mainly because this. 45 millimeters of armor. That's nothing. 80 millimeters? 60 millimeters? Look at this cupola, by the way. APHE rounds are going to love this cupola. Yeah, they're going to love that cupola. And look at the cannon breech. Holy shit. Ammo down in the hull. You got the tranny. Cool engine model. Tiny little fuel tanks, though. And like I said beforehand, we've got our APHE and Heat FS. Alright. You guys wanted to see it. Welcome to the first recoilless rifle vehicle in the game. Because of an error in modeling. Oh, interesting. We'll have to take a look at that. And I'll probably shoot some questions to Mai in an email. So yeah, this is the first recoilless rifle vehicle. There is no other vehicle with this thing. Yeah, so in case you're not aware what a recoilless rifle is, you put a shell in the back here, you fire it, and all the gas comes out the back here, propelling the shell down the tube and at the front. Now, this thing gets some very interesting ammo types. So it gets a 106mm M344A1. Look at the penetration on this thing. Also, look at the muzzle velocity. It's only 502 meters per second, which is quite poor. Not to mention the fact, I mean, it says that it has 108 millimeters of armor, but we'll see that's only in certain places. And it also gets HESH. I'm actually wondering more about the HESH than anything else on this. And this is a 6.7 vehicle, by the way. I'm pretty sure this is the lowest battle rating vehicle that has HESH in the game. Which, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know that recoilless rifles had HESH. Which is kind of cool, to be honest. So that's kind of interesting. And like I said, armor most everywhere is quite bad. Right here it's 108 millimeters, but it's really it's not really protecting much. I mean, you've got armor protecting the fuel tank, you've got armor protecting the driver and the loader. You get massive ammo rack right in the front here. How much ammunition do you have? You only get 10 rounds. Wow, so you've got to be, so reload rate, 13 seconds. That'll go down a little bit. But yeah, only 10 rounds of this stuff? That's going to be a pain in the ass. So it looks like this is going to be an immensely powerful vehicle, but only at short ranges and for very short periods of time. And then you're going to have to pull back or pull into a cap circle before you need to reload. I'm interested to see how these weapons perform. I'd show you, but as you can see, I've only got 200 Golden Eagles to spare. God damn it. Alrighty. I don't really need to show you that. I didn't go over this OK, didn't I? Interesting how this is a rank 3 vehicle. Well, kind of interesting. Alright. Now on to the stuff that everybody wants to see, the STB-1. Now, we all know about the hydraulic suspension that these vehicles are going to get. So it's going to be interesting to see how much gun depression this vehicle's going to have. And for those of you who are unfamiliar with this vehicle, it's essentially a Leopard 1. A Japanese Leopard 1. And look, the upper plate is actually quite well sloped, if I'm going to be honest. This is actually a very, very well protected vehicle. You're going to be able to get through this most of the time, but if you happen to hit the upper plate, unless you hit, like, right on the driver's port, this is just an auto ricochet up on the far upper glasses. Lower glacis, bit of a weak spot, but then again, if you're taking hits with this thing, you're kind of doing it wrong. I mean, the way this thing is meant to be played is as basically a Japanese Leopard. Also, for ammunition types, you get the same exact ammunition types as the Leopard 1 and the Leopard 1A1. Now, keep this in mind. Keep this armor layout in mind. Keep the gun depression in mind. And then, we're going to go to the Type 74. First of all, armor. What the fuck happened here? Japan, why you do this? You just ditched one of your few advantages. Now granted, I'm sure that there was some sort of production reason why they got rid of this, but even still. Also, because of the way the driver's periscopes are set up, that creates a flat point in the armor right about here, which is going to go back and kill your loader. And if a Hesh round goes through here, then, well, you could probably kiss your ass goodbye. Also, front-mounted ammo racks for the win. And yes, it is an L7A3. However, because this is the upgraded Type 74, the main advantage that you get with this is a better APDS round. So, you get Hesh, you get the Heat FS. Although, I can't... Here's the thing. Also, this is an 8.3 battle rating. I'm not sure what warranted that. This is probably an 8.0 at best. So, my question is, why would anybody play this vehicle first when it's got less gun depression? Really, the only... And way less armor. Really, the only advantage in armor is the top of this... gun mantlet, which really isn't all that good. Why would you ever play this thing when you could get very similar performance out of its predecessor? And it's an 8.0. It's a lower battle rating. I mean, I can easily see people utilizing the STB-1 in the same way that people would use the T-54-47 as opposed to later variants of the T-54 where you lose armor. So... it's going to be kind of interesting to see how that's going to turn out. Also... so yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Well, I didn't quite take a look at this, but... also, unfortunately, this thing only gets HE. So if you guys bought this, I am very sorry. However, it's a 2.0, so you could easily still dirt people with that kind of a gun. 120mm Navy shotgun. Apparently, this is a apparently this was developed for the SNLF, the Special Naval Landing Forces, basically the Japanese Marines, to help support them in beach landings. And the way they got this gun breech to fit in the turret was they flipped it upside down. And that was the way they got it to fit. 15. Why does this thing get 15 degrees of gun depression, but the smaller guns do not? For fuck's sake. Japan, you confuse me. And then, Japanese heavy tank number 6. Not much to see here. Although this thing is the Tiger E at 5.7, does this thing get APCR? No, it does not. However, you do get the lower track armor. So that's a boon. That's a plus. 8.3 degrees per second. So, we've gone through the Japanese tech tree now. By the way, in case you guys have not seen the camouflage for the American vehicles in the Japanese tech tree, this is the default camouflage they're going to get. So this is how you're going to differentiate between American and Japanese vehicles. Although, I can easily see plenty of people putting the white star on their M41s and confusing the fuck out of American teams with the M41. So that's going to be kind of funny. This is going to create a lot of issues initially. A lot of confusion, too, because people are going to be like, oh, that's an interesting camouflage on the M41, and then it shoots them, and they're just like, what the fuck? In any case, is there anything else you guys would like to see here? I mean, I would play some custom battles, I think, but the problem is I don't have... the only reason I'd play custom battles on the dev server is so I could test out the new vehicles, and I don't have any of the vehicles I want to test, you know what I mean? I mean, these are pretty self-explanatory, and we all know that people are going to be bringing tier 5s, so I'm not sure what you guys want to see. Tier 1 Premium? Oh, that's right, the Object 906, Type 61 again. Okay. Alright, so we'll take a look at the Hago Commander. This is just a Hago, just with, well, it's just a command variant, I'm pretty sure. Either that or it's just a Hago with a cool camouflage. I'm not gonna lie, this camouflage is pretty cool. Let's see. Somebody wanted to see the Type 61 again. Here we go. Ammunition types is essentially going to be an M47. Whereas the STA-1 and the STA-2 are both, the STA-1 and the STA-2 are both essentially M46s and Pershings. That's the way you could think of these two vehicles. Although, why is the STA-2 a 7.0? It doesn't have really any other advantages over the STA-1, other than a slightly different hull shape. Also, it's missing a 50 cal. Okay, I think we can all agree that the STA-1 is probably going to be the most played 6.7 Japanese tank. Okay, and now you guys wanted to see some other vehicles. Now, I know a lot of people were debating whether or not the PT-85 was going to be, if any, real rank. I thought it was going to be 6.7, to be honest, but it's a 7.0. Here it is, in all its glory, and you have a grand total of 30 millimeters of armor. 20 millimeters of armor. 30 millimeters of armor. 8 millimeters. Fantastic. You can penetrate the rear of this thing with coaxial machine guns. And look at that. That turret bushel is just filled to the brim with ammunition. Yeah, this vehicle's going to be even more... is going to be even more derpy. Or more of a fire hazard for its crew. You got a massive fuel tank right in front there. You hit that with an HE round. It's going to have a really interesting effects. Alright, so people were debating whether or not this thing was going to heat FS. Yes, it does, like the ASU-85. And I will show you some of the bomber cockpits. I'm not going to show you all of them because, well, we would spend literally all day looking at these cockpits. And frankly, again, I'm not much of a plane guy. I said I would take a look at some of them, so I will. However, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the ones that I'm more interested in seeing that we haven't had yet. So, after I've done sort of after I've sort of done some of that stuff, we'll look at some of your suggestions. So yeah, PT-85. Rotation speed is kind of low. 5 degrees gun depression, that's to be expected. Relay rate, 11.2. That's actually not too bad. And the gun is more than powerful enough to deal with most vehicles below it. And because it's a 7.0, odds are it's hardly ever going to get thrown up into 8.0 games because of the 8.3 battle rating. Because people who bring 8.0s into the lineup will oftentimes bring well, at least for the Soviets, will oftentimes bring 8.3 vehicles as well, so. There we are. There's that. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else as far as ground forces is concerned. Alright, I think they changed the penetration values for the 100mm BR for 12D. Yeah, it's 240 millimeters now. They bumped it up from 230. So, people who play their T-54s are going to rejoice because their guns get quite a buff with their best APHE round. Anything else? Nope. Alright, let's go on to aviation. Crap. Yeah, I can't preview any of these cockpits because I don't have them. Again, I'm not much of a plane guy, so I don't. What? Did the IL-28 have a cockpit, guys? Leaked stuff, dude. Look at the British. Oh yeah, the ZIS-43. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Not gonna lie, this thing is pretty derpy looking. Okay, so unfortunately, oh, okay. Well, at least it doesn't get the amazingly ridiculous APCR round the ZSU-37 gets. Yeah, because the ZSU-37 gets HVAP, and that's utterly ridiculous. It's a 4.7. This is a 4.0. So you get essentially the same gun, just without the crazy HVAP rounds. Okay. Looking at the British here, nothing new. Just goes to show you how little I've advanced in the aircraft. Most of these, basically, most of my tech trees in terms of aircraft are exactly where I left them when I started playing tanks. So, this is this sort of progress rate here is about 2 or 3 years old. So, the Sherman 2. Oh yeah, look at that. That's new. The British finally get a Sherman tank. Hey, they get APHE. We have liftoff, people. It's a miracle. Holy shit. Yeah. Not really. Good that it's interesting how... Okay, so on the stat card it says Sherman 1, but on the tech tree it says Sherman 2. Go figure. Let's see. Fire that was already there. Doesn't look like there's much of anything else here. Pretty sure the Americans didn't get anything. Yeah, the N6A1 got an updated... Got a 50 cal. Okay. Any of these changed in battle rating? I don't think so. Still waiting on the T-32 to be lowered, people. Still waiting. New Sunderland, the Hampton, a new 262. Alright, let's check out the new 262. Yeah, the new 262 wasn't actually in the preliminary patch notes. I did see it in the leak. However, if it might be in the game files, it's just not on the tech tree. Maybe it's like gonna be a rare event vehicle. I heard somewhere that like they were gonna release a 262 as an event vehicle. You got the TU-14. Take a quick look at that. It's quite cool. Check its bomb load. Whoa. Yeah, you get a torpedo. About what we expected. I imagine this is probably similar to the IL-28. Which somehow I have a test flight access. Okay. Apparently like there was like some sort of leak. Oh, that's interesting. Interesting, it's got a side-mounted collimator sight. Good stuff. Already, sadly, head cockpit. Okay. Goes to show you how little I actually play aircraft anymore. Let's actually check out the SB-2Ms. Because I'm pretty sure these guys did not have a cockpit. The BV. Yeah, we'll check out the BV. Oh yeah, look at that. Not gonna lie, the cockpits are really low. However, I'm just glad that they have the basic cockpits at the very least. I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting. Alrighty. Okay. Check out the Dornier 217's cockpit, and then we'll check out the BV. Also to check the HE-219. Oh yeah, look at that. That's cool. Oh. Apparently, pressing space now opens the bomb bay. That's cool. Look at that. I do like this cockpit, though. Lots of good visibility. Alright. IS-4. Oh, okay, so they got new models for the T-54s? Okay, we'll take a look at them. And the IS-4 as well. Okay, we'll take a look. Oops. Danke for flying Luftwaffe Airlines. Buckle in. I'm sorry. This cockpit, though, is quite roomy. Even if the textures are quite low quality. By the way, this is on. I'm playing on pretty much maximum settings. I'll show you guys. I'm playing on. Oh, why is it on high? It should be on movie. Whatever. Even then, the textures should be off the charts. However, they're giving basic cockpits. So they're giving you your instrument panel, All the things you need to fly the aircraft in sim is what they've said. So that's quite useful. Community plane. Yeah, the TA-154 is not in the game yet. I know it's in development, but it's being touched up. I think there's like doing some touching up on it, but here actually let me take a look at the HE-219 because I'm kind of interested to see how this thing's cockpit looks if it gets one. I really hope it does. Ooh. Why is this a Japanese collimator site though? I'm kind of confused. Looked great though. Well, not fantastic, but again, better than having no cockpits. Now again, I'm not going to be able to go through all the cockpits. Yeah, it's his cockpit placeholder. I'm not going to be able to go through all the cockpits because there are like 400, 500 planes in this game. So... Saber, I'm pretty sure, already had a cockpit. Oh yeah, the AR-234. Crap, I can't test drive it. Shit! Gaijin, this is where a million eagles would be really freaking useful. Okay, let's take a look at the new models. IS-4 apparently got a touch-up. Ooh. Ooh. I like it. Look at that. He's birdie. I like how the weak spot now is a little bit more pronounced. Interesting. There's not as much of a gap here in the middle as there used to be, so that's going to be quite a pain in the ass. Although, because now that they've pronounced this weak spot more, it's going to be a little bit easier to hit. And 88mm guns can penetrate that weak spot as well, because there's no arm. Well, yeah. There used to be like kind of a circle weak spot behind it, but now there's just open. So if you hit the top portion of this, you're going to go right through. Also, if you've got super high penetration guns, then you're going to be able to go right through this thing as well. Front of the turret looks quite good. I quite like this. I don't have an IS-4, but I approve of the fact that they've made the weak spot a lot more easier to see. Any changes to the ammo types? Not really. Okay. Let's check out the T-54 models. Looks there isn't much different, although you can definitely tell that there's more polygons. Yeah, they've accentuated these handrails on the back here, and they've added these two pieces to the armor. Let's check out the armor profile. 160, 200. Yeah, that's to be expected. Also, they added the Dishka. It's going to be even more difficult to tell the difference between the 49 and the 51 now. Actually, no. This one appears to have a slightly elongated turret. Slightly wider turret as well. Interesting. What do you guys think? Yes, cat? My cat is yelling at me. Here. Here, kitty. Yeah. No, no. Alright, kitty. Say hi. Alright, you probably want down. Alright. And for those of you guys who are wondering, her name is Scrat. Out of the, based on the Ice Age character. Cat tested, cat approved. The cat was more like, dude, fuck off. YouTube for showing pussy. Pretty much. TA-154, please. The TA-154 is not there. Unless I am completely mistaken. Oh, never mind. You're right. Duh. I'm just fucking... Whoa. Okay. Cool. Looks like it's going to be priced at $14.50 Golden Eagle, so significantly cheaper than the $219. It was Spacecat. Here we are. Yeah, I kidnapped Spacecat and turned him into an actual cat. Sure, we'll test fly it. So, Mouse, you're retarded. Yeah, pretty much. When you've got so many aircraft on there, it's quite... Oh. Okay. I am not an expert here, but was there supposed to be somebody else behind me? Like a second crew member? Or am I supposed to be the only one? They're doing the whole thing with the TA-154 that they used to do with the Horton 219. We had to zoom in to actually get the collimator sight, which is kind of makes sense to a point, but take your first spin. Auto looks absolutely beautiful, though. And it's only 1,400. Be careful not to tail strike. 1450 Golden Eagles? This is quite cheap, all things considered. Now, this is really only going to be useful against aircraft, unlike the 219, which you can, which you have the Mark 103 30mm cannons. You only get the Mark 108s on this one. So you get 20mm. It's MG 151s. Raise the flaps here. And then you get the Mark 108 30mm cannons. This is quite good. I like the model on this one. I don't know, I might pick this one up. I picked up the 219 way later than I wanted to, but... So... Gaijin fix the Mark 10... You mean the Mark 103? Oh, Mark 108, so no more medium tank destroying. I'm talking about ground forces for, HRAP rounds on the 219. See how fast we can get this thing going. Alright, so what's the optimal climbing angle of this aircraft? About 10 degrees. Push it up. We're losing speed. Yeah, so you can only climb at about 11 degrees, 11, 12 degrees. And still maintain speed. That's with wet, though. How do I get in the dev server? You go to the, you have to download the dev client. So if you just Google it, how to get on War Thunder dev server, you can download it. However, be aware you're pretty much going to have to update either the previous dev server, but in your case, if you're downloading it for the first time, you have to re-download the whole game. So it's a big download. However, the dev server today, it wasn't as large as I thought it was going to be. It was only like 5 gigabytes or so, and then I think was the initial download, and then I had to re-download the ship textures or something like that. So it might only be about 7 gigabytes or so. Magic Man, I already did Japanese tanks. If you want to go back and rewatch from the start of the stream, go on ahead. So yeah, nice roll rate. Let's actually roll this thing as fast as we can. That's quite nice. Wow, this thing can turn pretty decently for a heavy fighter. Look at that. Again, I'm not much of a plane guy, but... does the Japanese high-caliber planes get AP now for CAS? I doubt it. I think that's going to be something that most of the Japanese aircraft struggle with in terms of close air support. Now, I know that the Japanese dive bombers, on the other hand, get like a 800-kilogram bomb or something like that. And my game just minimized for some reason. Alright. And take one last look at the cockpit, everybody. Again, super low textures, I know. I always love this feeling of having an engine right next to you. I mean, other than the low textures, the cockpits do look nice. So you've got now again, you have to zoom in to get your collimator sight. That's kind of annoying, but for sim, I think that'll accentuate getting it close behind somebody and letting them have it with all of your guns. So. Big download to get 1 gigabyte a minute. Lucky you. I got some pretty good internet, but so is there anything else I missed? Oh yeah, the F6F. So, for those of you guys who didn't read the preliminary patch notes, the F6F3 is now being replaced by the F6F5, or the original F6F3, because the F6F3 could not actually mount bomb pylons, and so they just switched the models. So this is the new F6F5 model and skin. US Navy camouflage, and then you got VF84. Here, let me remove that. Doesn't look too different, to be honest. Unless I'm missing something. So yeah, there's that. Now, here's the cool thing. You got the F6F5 FN, and it's got the little air-mounted radar. Now, that's not all. I was kind of looking around this thing, and I was like, oh, okay, oh, that's cool. It's got that. It's got these things right here. And then I went, wait, what the fuck? 20 millimeters. Boom! Look at that. 2 AN-M2 20 millimeter cannons, in addition to 450 caliber machine guns. This is going to be cool. Question is, can it take Tiny Tims? Yes, it can. Tiny Tims. Oh my, what the hell? This thing can even carry a torpedo? Okay. Not gonna lie, that's pretty cool. So yeah, you get an F6F Hellcat with machine guns and cannons. Also, it gets an air radar, although I'm pretty sure this is not actually going to be modeled into the game. Let's test fly the cockpit real quick and see if they added the scope. Like the sort of radar scope in there. Oh yeah, there it is. That would be the radar scope. Dead center in the middle of the cockpit. Alright, let's take off here and fly around. This thing just jumped off the carrier without bombs. And so you get your standard 20mm cannons. You get about 477 rounds. Now the question is, if only they modeled the aircraft radar, that'd be really cool. It'd make night fighting a lot more useful in this aircraft, or a lot more prevalent. Ah, got little arrows on it. It's quite a formidable forward-facing armament. And the Hellcat is one of my favorite aircraft of World War II. Little known fact. Behind the P-47. Do those radars even work? No, they do not, unfortunately. They've got the radar scope in the cockpit, but it doesn't work. HE-100. Oh, yeah, that's right. Where is that HE-100? Is it premium? I don't think so. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Heinkel 100. So it only gets machine guns. Let's do a test flight. Ooh. Interesting cockpit. And wow, this is zoomed out for third person. I'm pretty sure that's a bug. So yeah, you get a you get two 792s in the base of the wings, and then one firing through the propeller hub. Get you guys a good look at the oh my, dude, we're on camera here. Calm your shit. Whoa. Whoa. This aircraft does not like turning. I can already tell this thing feels quite quick. I think. Then again, I don't really play aircraft on anymore, so hard to tell. Don't play with your joystick on the job. Oh, hey, Kevin. Hey, George. Wherever you are in the chat. So, interesting aircraft. Falvik. Interesting. Hans get excited from how sexy the plane is. Or Hans got excited. Roll rate seems to be pretty good. As with a lot of German aircraft. Actually, I take that back. Oh, interesting. It looks like this aircraft likes to roll to the left. Yeah, let's just check right. Yeah, it does not like rolling right as much. Although it has difficulty overcoming the edge of the roll there. Just trying to give you guys as good of an idea of the performance of this aircraft as I can. Let's see. Did I take a look at the Chi-Ri 2? Yes, I did. I took a look at all the Japanese machines earlier, and the Chi-Ri 2 with its autoloader is going to be quite interesting. Alrighty. And Kevin, that's really fucking weird. Not gonna lie. Am I missing it? Oh yeah, somebody really wanted to see the H6K. Okay. Fine. H6K for cockpit. Let's do this. Whoa. What's up? These guys look so derpy. They're just... Look at that guy out there. Not a care in the damn world. Alice is 8.0. Oh, please don't be the case. Please. Is the mouse 8.0? No, it's still 7.7, thank God. In arcade battles, it's 8.0. And in sim, well, sim battle ratings don't really matter anymore, but... Yeah, the mouse is already 7.7, thank God. Go away, menu. Trying to look at things. Okay. Look at the object 906, 907, 906. I already did it. Try the B-20. I don't think I can, because I don't think I have anywhere near those vehicles unlocked. Yeah, unfortunately I can't. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm not much of a propeller head, so for me it's just tanks all the way. However, Japanese tanks, kind of interesting. The two vehicles, or four vehicles I'm most excited about: Chiri 2, Type 60, Type 74, and STB-1. And the Chiri 2 mostly because of that autoloader. Considering the fact that this is going to be the very first autoloading main cannon in the game. The ZS-257 doesn't really count because it's an SPAA. So... And yes, George, I can see that. Ugh. Okay, however, there are a couple of new maps that I wanted to show you guys around on, so what's a very fast machine? Take the M56 out. And I'll kind of leave it open for you guys. Create session. Alright, so we've got a new map. We've got the 38th parallel, called, or Korea, as it's called. And then we've got Abandoned Factory. Let's see here. Missions by URL. No. Let's go to Battle. Korea. And I will leave this open for you guys. The password is going to be YouTube. So for those of you guys who have the dead server and want to join in, that is fine. However, I would request that you do not kill me because I want to show you guys the actual map. Okay, only EU and RU servers available. Join in progress, yes. Country selection, any country. Yeah, we'll just leave it on arcade battles. I don't want to get around a little bit faster anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. I've got to turn on bots. Whoops. Oh, well, never mind. Somebody's already in. That didn't take long. Tangerine Sedge. That's kind of an interesting name. Thank you, George. I appreciate it. Okay. Spawn up here. Alrighty, so we'll spawn here. Whoa, okay. Alright, so where do we want to head? Let's head towards the cap circle. Alrighty. Is there napalm in the morning on this map? I really wish there was. That'd be cool if like a napalm strike came in right at the start.
Attention to the map.
That didn't take long. Interesting. I'm liking the size of this map already, by the way. Oh, cool. Got a little Japanese town in here. Shit! I'll tell you what. Controlling the M56 Scorpion in realistic is already difficult enough. Controlling it in arcade is downright impossible. Hi there. Ah, shit! That's cool, huh? It looks to be a totally destructible village. That's going to be quite fun to fight in. Holy shit. There we go. Quite interesting. Oh. Alright. Let me blow these houses up. Damn right. And the classic M56 recoil bug. For the win. Hello again. Vietnam is in Japan, isn't it? Yeah, totally. That's why we're in Korea. Oh shit. Hi there, MiG-9. Ah! Don't shoot me! I've got no armor! Rip. Well, if he was American, I'd say that, he died with freedom. Is there a way to get up onto this mountain? I don't think there is. Oh. It looks like we've got quite a few firing locations from here. However, it's quite exposed. Tanks could be down here. This is a really large map, which I'm appreciative of. It's like up here you can get into a quick firing position. Hello, this bitch. Ah! Shit! Uh-oh. I'd appreciate it if I didn't get bombed. Holy shit, that's a PEA. I already know this is going to turn into a massive death match. Already. Looks like a UN position over here. In the middle. Oh shit! Holy Jesus! What is going on? I'm just a lonely M56 Scorpion! Leave me alone! Alright, let's go take a look at that side of the map. As far as far as the map goes, I can say I already approve of it for the most part. It's going to be quite interesting to see how how players deploy on this sort of map. I can definitely see lots of fighting around the town here, around the village. Plenty of cover. Also, if you're firing AP rounds, that's definitely going to be a good place to be in. There's your napalm. Looks like you've got multiple ways to get through these rice paddies. Please don't shoot me. Oh, shit. Fuck off, rocks. I like how this is totally enclosed for some reason. Whee! Alright. Shit! King of Swedistan. Interesting. It looks like you've got roads leading out of the spawn. Although this could be potentially really, really quite dangerous if you're not careful. Wait. Is there a way to get on the dev server on the website? You have to download the dev server launcher. Just Google it and just be like, how to get on War Thunder dev server. Hello there, Tangerine Sledge. Ow. Oh, Jesus. Physics. I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't shoot me. Ow! Ah! Seriously, I feel like I'm in initial D right now. Piece of terrain. Oh, Jesus. Well, shit. Help me! Help me, subscribers! Hey! Oh no. Ow! You're not helping! The password to enter is YouTube, all in lowercase letters. Alrighty.
We have taken the initiative.
Onwards! Oh, hey there. Ah! You know your tank is badly armored when a Hog Go commander could potentially be a threat to you. Looks like you can get up there on top of the rice paddies. Could be kind of interesting. Fuck it, let's try it. Yep, you certainly can. Oh my god, it's just turning into a team deathmatch all around me. Woo! Oh shit! I am so not used to the arcade physics. Ah! No balls say boobs. Well, there you go, boobs. Oh, shit! Out of my fucking way! I am Merca. Tree, if you don't submit to my demands, I will be forced to invade your country.
The gun's reloaded!
That's a problem. Ah! My Jesus.
A little more effort and victory will be yours.
Alrighty. Crossing back into the center of the map. Actually, let's go and check out this area.
The commander is unconscious.
Already. That was not...
The commander has been knocked out.
Who the fuck? Okay. Not cool, people. Actually. He's giving me a push. To the M4A3. Hey, I take that actually fought in Korean War. Show them your American cock. Okay. That's kind of weird. Oop. Oh. I wonder if, shooting this with HE does anything. Nope. So it looks like you can get to a firing position up here. That's gonna be kind of cool. At least you can get out of it as well if you need to. Lots of places where you could potentially conceal yourself and get the first shot off, so... Oh god, he's got the whole row.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Oh, Jesus. Hey! It's not cool. I may have to go get my M163 Vulcan. Oh, Jesus. Hi, Sweden. Or Swedistan. I'm gonna show that part of the map, wasn't I? So, Bernardo, you said you tried out the Type 5, or, and it has a 4-round ammo clip. What's the reload? Yeah, why you have to be mad? This arcade mode's so flexible. So 8 or 9 seconds sounds good. I mean, it means that you're not going to be overpowered as all hell.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
I mean, you're gonna have about the same reload as, say, a tank with... That's the thing a lot of people get wrong about autoloaders. Autoloaders are not to increase the rate of fire necessarily, it's to simply remove the loader from the vehicle. So the reload times are generally going to be about the same as a normal tank. It's just that the difference is that after a certain amount of shots, you have to reload the magazine. What that allows you to do, generally, though, is remove one crew member from the vehicle, make the vehicle generally a little bit smaller. In the case of the AMX 5120, a lot bigger in case of the gun that you're using. And provide you with just one less crew member, therefore, and change around the crew composition a little bit. What I'm kind of disappointed in, though, is the fact that we're not getting the Ho-Ri tank destroyers. A lot of, like, the heavy-duty Japanese, like, prototypes and stuff. Should be really cool. I quite like this map. Oh, God. Who the fuck is calling me on Skype? Okay, fuck off. Oh, it's George. Fuck off, George. Alrighty. Interesting map. George of the Jungle? No, George Giordano, like you see in chat. He's one of my friends. And he's just trying to troll the shit out of me right now. He always does this. Asshole. So, cool map. Ah, that's not what I wanted. Alright guys, we're going to switch over and we are going to do the, we're going to do Abandoned Factory. Check out that map. Both Discord and TS3 have their own advantages. Welcome to the rice fields, motherfucker. You know what, Skrillex? I'm not even gonna respond to that. Okay, is everybody back in? Sharp, jump out of the game, goddammit. Nobody else is there. I can't change the map until you're out. Fuck's sake. Okay. The mission is over. Alright, and in case anybody gets any funny ideas, I'm bringing an M163. Actually, now that I think about it, George, I don't think you've seen the M163 yet. You'll be very proud. For those of you guys who do not know who George is a, I'll put it this way, he's a bit of an avid patriot. So, Anything regarding America, he's on top of it. Alrighty. Take a look at this. For Charlie, don't surf. Miles, do you like schnitzels? I can't say I've actually ever had one, so... Interesting. Do you want the whole re-shit? Yes, I do. Damn right I do. Ah! Incoming! Gotta wait for the P8. Ah! I really don't like the sound of that. Ah! Holy shit. It looks like there's a main road that goes directly from spawn to spawn. Wow, these maps are quite large, I'm not gonna lie. Let's head this way. What bombers got cockpits? Every single aircraft that did not have a cockpit got a cockpit. Including bombers. Including bombers, fighters, anything that did not have one before got it. I've got my own little following here. Looks like lots of long sightlines and short bursty engagements are going to be going on through here. Oh my god. It's like freaking deja vu back there. And because these places have got the roofs blown off, you're gonna be able to call in artillery. So yeah, driving down the hangars like I'm doing here is going to be a hell of a risky move, considering the fact that there's plenty of concealment for tank destroyers to get you. Plenty of flanking routes as well. Ah, hang on. I'll pull up my TeamSpeak now. Somebody did it in the chat. Alrighty. Let's get going up to a good speed. And there we go. Let's watch the chat reaction. So we're back at the main road here, so it looks like the southern complex is going to be a bunch of rail yards. Let's check the northern complex. Hi. That didn't work. Okay, guys, stop picking on the, stop picking on Francis. Whew.
Well done.
I actually have the Hellcat in my lineup. I just brought the M163 in case an aircraft tried to bomb me. Looks like we got a little complex up here. This reminds me a lot of the Stalingrad Tractor Factory. The way this is all laid out. Actually a little bit spooky, to be honest. Too spooky for me. And then you've got wide open fields. Wow, there is literally no cover.
I'm sorry.
So, someone's gonna have to be aware of anybody coming out of this complex, because if they break through this complex, they're gonna have the entirety of your northern spawn to deal with. Oh, well, maybe they'll have these pieces of cover here. No, Bernardo. Juke! Kinda cool. Get through that? No, you can't. Oh. Still waiting for my F-16. Okay, what's going on here? Ladies? Alright, I'll let you guys deal with that one. Can you get inside any of these factories is my question. Hi there, Mr. Tempest. Oh. Rip. It doesn't look like you can get into any of this. Like, yeah. Looks like you can't get into this factory, but you can drive around it. Nope. Shit. Oh my god. Alright. Kind of interesting. And then it leads us back here. Update for the Worth and Dev server. It's not too bad of an update. I thought it was going to be much bigger, to be honest. I approve. These new maps are quite cool. Only time will tell to see actually how they perform. So, I'll drive around it a little bit longer, and then I think I may cut the stream off here, because I've not eaten yet. I've got to go to work tonight. So, I'll probably go out and get something Asian, to be honest. Hello. Oh. That's kind of mean. Fuck America, percolate. Oh. Alright guys, we'll do the deja vu one more time. And
Deja vu, I just been to space before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go.
alrighty guys. Yeah, unfortunately the way they have it set up, they don't download the, like, all the ship textures and shit with the patch. Alrighty guys, well, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this quick look at the dev server. Hopefully if they bring the dev server up again, hopefully Dennis will be available. So I'll be able to talk to the research and all the cool stuff. Oops. And appreciate you guys joining me, and I will see you guys in the next one. This has been Many Miles Away. Keep your tracks checked, keep your binos in place, and keep around the tube, and I'll see you guys in the next video.